What's going on in the Philadelphia real estate market? Hi, this is Maria Quattrone with Remax at Home, and this is a weekly real estate show. It's going to be about everything that's happening in real estate. I'm going to bring to you the updates each and every week on Thursday mornings at around 8:05 to 8:10 in that range, and it'll be about for anywhere between 5 and 20 minutes depending on the week. So, I want to talk to you today about people ask me all the time, what is going on in the market? And I say, it depends. Are you a buyer? Are you a seller? Are you an investor? So, if you're a first time home buyer, it's always a wonderful time to buy real estate. Always a wonderful time. So, that if you know somebody, you're listening to this, who rents their home or rents an apartment, and they do not own their home, please tell them that they should go and buy real estate if they have the financial means to do so. Because that's how people over time build generational wealth. And real estate, we know over time, you could look as go back 40 years, values increase over time and increase over time and increase over time. But if you are renting, you are paying a mortgage, it's just not your own. So think about creative ways, and we can help you with this, how you can get into a home right now. It's really important, especially for first-time buyers, because our inventory is limited. We have limited inventory at the entry level marketplace. So because the inventory is limited, that means that there's more demand for it, which is what's caused the pricing to rise in the entry level marketplace. So if you know somebody or you are a first time home buyer, it's a great time to do that. Don't listen to the hype about interest rates and this and that. Here's the thing. The most important thing is to get you into the house. Down the line, if the rates do get better, like honestly, they were 3%. That's not normal. That is not a normal interest rate. So right now, actually, in the last week, the rates have come down. I bet a lot of people don't even know that. The rates have come down. I've even shopped for a mortgage myself, and in some of the jumbo financing, we were able to get quoted at 3.825 as an ARM, 7 years. The rates are still okay. So if you know somebody that is thinking about doing this, have them reach out to us. Whether they end up working with us or not, it doesn't matter. This show is an educational show, okay? I want to educate the consumers. I want to educate people about what's going on in real estate. You hear from all of the media, you always hear just like shock and awe. It's always about, negative things. This is a positive environment, and I want people to understand that real estate is a long-term investment. Your home is a long-term investment, okay? Now, if you're a seller right now, it depends on where your house is, what the price point is, and what the condition of the property. Those things are always true in any market, but especially in today's environment. Buyers really want properties that are turnkey ready. It means they're ready to move in, and not ready to move in like they were done 15 years ago, ready to move in that they are done today. So unless it's turnkey for today, meaning within the last couple years, cabinets and your backsplash or your granite or your quartz, a lot of people get quartz now. Not as many granite. Just depends. So if you are a seller, you have to know that there are going to be a little bit of concessions if your house is not in brand new condition, or if it's not a complete rehab. See, with rehabs, there's always opportunity. The opportunity comes from the investor. So there's always investors that want to invest in real estate. They want to buy and hold, they want to buy and flip. Actually, starting next week, we're going to have a show all about investing in real estate. So I want to keep all these different segments of the real estate market to bring you value every single week about different topics. So next week, we're going to talk about investing. But those properties that need a rehab are always going to be opportune for buyers, because we have the investor buyer. And we also have the regular buyer who may be just looking for a property that they want to completely gut and they want to make it their own. A lot of times buyers will look at houses and they don't like the kitchen and they don't like the bathrooms. And for the price that it's listed, it doesn't make sense for them to buy it and then spend the money. I try to explain that a lot of times to the sellers. Yeah, your house is really cute. It's nice. It's beautiful. But the thing is, it was renovated in 2003. And somebody today, because buyers today, I don't want to say this word, but I'm going to say lazy. That's not the right word. They were used to getting things on demand. Look at Grubhub. You could have something delivered to you in a half an hour. Look at Amazon. You order something, you could actually have it delivered today now. Okay, so people want things on demand, and waiting for contractors to do work is not exciting to a lot of people. Not very exciting. So they want properties that are in perfect condition or need complete rehaul. The in between, they want to make a concession. Usually the pricing doesn't match that. So that's why a lot of those properties stay on the market longer. In regards to that, there are properties that are staying on the market. Things are no longer selling in a week. Okay. Now that doesn't mean special properties like on waterfront or on a beach block. I'm talking about regular homes. They are not selling and not entry level. I'm saying like 400,000 and up in most marketplaces, and in our marketplace in Philadelphia, 400,000 up is not selling in a week. In fact, average days on market now is increasing, probably closer to 54 days, around that. I'll have that intel out though in the next few days. I will be preparing the market update report for the month of July. So we'll be getting that information to you as well. You can look for that in your email. If you want to get these monthly updates, you can simply drop your email in and I'll be happy to add you to the monthly market update. I'll also post it on social, so you can look out for that. But the monthly update, what I do is I look at all the units in the marketplace, how many came on the market, how many sold, and how many actually went under contract. The information about when properties go pending under contract is what's happening today. See, it doesn't matter what happens 6 months from now. In fact, the intel from 3 months ago is no good. We have to look at what's happening currently with new inventory coming on the market, which there's a lot. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a lot of new inventory coming on the market. And then in addition to that, that's just what it's entering the market at. We're going to talk about the pending, what it actually sells for. Because what it entered for and what it sells for are two different things. And then what it actually closes. So those things are all different numbers, and that affects your property. How does that affect that? If new houses come on the market and the houses that are on the market aren't selling, they're not sold, that adds inventory to the market. It's called a market absorption rate. So a market absorption rate could be, in fact, in the last year-ish too, we've had a month supply or 2 month supply. In some areas, it's inching up over to 6 months, 7 months, 8 months supply. Okay. It's happening very quickly. Now, in certain pockets, at certain price points, the inventory is still very low. So you really, really need to understand who you're talking to, okay, in this marketplace, and you need to work with an expert person, regardless of it's me or not. I could give you a lot of friends that are experts as well, that have been doing this a long, long time, and they really understand what's happening. And it's more important now than ever to have those people on your side. Okay. You need to understand the absorption, because what you looked at 2 weeks ago in regards to comps isn't valuable today, because in the last 2 weeks, a ton of more inventories come on the market, which means that days on market is getting longer to sell that property. Okay, that's market absorption rate. So I'm going to be preparing that report. You can look out for that report. I will be posting it on social. It'll be a video. Okay, and I'm going to go through all the intel in the Philly market on absorption rates and where we are today. So here's what we got. If you're a first time buyer or you know somebody, seriously think about buying a home and owning a home or a condo. Okay, because that's how you build generational wealth over time. 2, if you're a seller, really think about your property. And if it's not turnkey, meaning brand new or very close to it being updated, bathrooms and kitchens renovated in the last few years, think about this pricing because it's critical. If a house isn't selling, it's because the price doesn't match what the buyers are seeing online. It doesn't match. And I can tell you this, no amount of marketing will make it sell because the buyers can see the property. The agents can see the property. Okay. People know today where the properties are. Buyers are smart. They know what's going on. So price needs to be adjusted if that's the case. And we could tell you when to do that. And I suggest that if we don't have the right activity, that we adjust in 21 days. And that's the max time. After that, days on market doesn't become a seller's friend because we get further and further of where the price is going to be. Okay. So I treat this very seriously. We don't want people to make less money if things start to adjust a little downward. So it's important that you act right away on this and that you really look at the data and you look at the showing activity. If there is not, we expect at least 3 appointments a week. If that's not the case, that we're not at the right number. So I'd like you to drop in the comments any questions that you have. I'll be happy to answer them here in the comments below, or you can email me if you want to email me directly if you don't want to drop in the comments. This email is the best for this. It's maria@callmq.com. Super easy. maria@callmq.com. You can also direct message me on Facebook Messenger. I do answer all messages. People ask me all the time, do you answer all these messages yet? I said, absolutely, I do. And it's not something that I do because most of the things in the company are done by other people. So my job in our company is I do the overarching marketing for the company. I bring you the intel, okay? And I help to train the agents in our company. And that's another story in another day. And you can watch Rise in Real Estate. That show is on Wednesday mornings at 8:05. But thanks for listening to my message today. Happy to talk to you about real estate at any time. I wish you a beautiful day, my friends, and a fantastic weekend. Make it a great one. Stay cool.